This is the passenger side. On this side, the brake line came out without using heat. I just put PB Blaster. I did spray it 2 nights on a row before I did the brake line. The brake line leads this way to the other side. It is clipped on the frame of the vehicle. As you can see, it goes against the frame to the driver's side, underneath to the ABS module. The copper brake lines I got from Amazon was able to be bent by hand, made it easy to run the brake line. It took me a while to get this off the clip. You can see it's tight between the frame and the wall, so I ended up cutting it off to make it easy. This is the ABS module. I did only had to replace the passenger side brake line, but needed to take out the driver's side in order to take that line out, and it snapped off while wrenching it out. So now I gotta replace both. Luckily, the line I bought from Amazon was 25 feet. You don't have enough space to use a socket, so I have to wrench away in small increments. So much fun. On the other brake line, I did use heat to break it loose. The bracket kept moving, making it more difficult. Added more heat. It eventually broke loose. I could have cut it off since I am replacing the brake line, but I wanted to see if I could get it off by just using heat. Going to clip the new line on the same spot the old line was clipped on. I'm cutting the line, going to make my own double flare. I did get one that was already pre-cut, pre-bent, and double flare from Amazon, but the fitting was too big to fit into the ABS module. It did fit on the brake hose, but not the module, so I sent it back. And I got the brake line kit to make my own cut. I got this too from AutoZone to make my own double flare. I had my doubts about the tool since it looked broken on one side, and I was right. It did leak again, so I took it back out and got a different tool from Advanced Auto. You will see that at the end of the video. This is the side that looked broken. It couldn't lock the brake line that well, so every time I pressed it in, it slid out a little. now to tie it back on to the brake hose. Back to the ABS module, wrenching away on small increments. This took about 25 minutes. This is the double flare from the AutoZone 2 rental. Does not hold up. This is the one from Advanced Auto 2 rental. It did a much better job on it. This is the footage of me using the Advanced Auto 2 rental. See the difference from the two? On this tool, you can use the socket or a wrench to tighten up the brake line. The method is the same with this tool. You get the brake line, you stick it in the hole. Commonly for brake lines is 3/16 or 5/16. You lock it up. You lock up the nuts with the ratchet. Then you press in the attachment to make the flare. Take it back out and then press it back in to make the double flare. When I'm done connecting the brake line back to the ABS module, I will need to bleed out the brake lines and the ABS. You can see that on another video. I don't want to make this video too long. Subscribe to the channel to see when that video will come out. You can also check out my other videos working on the Nissan and building stuff. Basically testing tools from Home Depot. Check out the channel, it's free.